Action. Hey guys, it's Carla, and today I'm very excited because I'm bringing a family recipe with a great name. It's called the Friendly Sandwich. This sandwich really is starring pickles. The thing about pickles, I'm set up to make them. I've edited so many pickle recipes. I know how to make a pickle, I think, but I'm having pickle intimidation right now, to be perfectly honest with you. And I just wish there was honestly a pickle expert that I could call on. Like a PhD in pickle is what I'm looking for. There's so many smart people around, I'm gonna put it out there. Is there a pickle doctor in the house? All hail Dr. Dill.
Here I am, Dr. Dill, PhD. That's pretty hot Dill.
Thank you so much for being here today.
You're
welcome.
Welcome.
An expert and an expert came through.
I'm looking at what you're doing here and I'm thinking we have to dive in.
Right.
Throw caution to the wind.
Yeah.
And there's also something I feel that's missing from your life right now.
Talk to me.
That's gonna help you get into the mode.
Okay.
Bam!
Oh my god, I feel incredible.
You're ready, you're in the mood.
Pickle worthy.
Oh my goodness.
We're gonna do this now. So if you could take these pickles,
okay,
get them into that jar, and then just divide the dill, fresh dill,
okay,
Dr. Dill, between the jars.
Between the two jars.
Yep. So in this saucepan, I have water.
Okay.
We've got vinegar, distilled white vinegar, peppercorns, caraway seeds.
Okay.
Kosher salt, and sugar.
Work.
Beautiful job on the dill.
Thank you. It's like floral arrangements, really.
I feel like you've done this before.
Yeah, well, I've arranged a fishbowl before. I think this is the same concept, yeah.
Interesting. Our pickle brine is now ready.
Yeah.
Good on you for stepping back. I heard a terrible story earlier today about an accident with some fry oil and
scrotal injuries. I learned about oil temperature when I was cooking naked.
And then just enough brine to cover.
Right.
So here, you do the other jar.
Yes.
We might have a little extra brine. Just pour it in and then we'll spoon the seeds over.
Only brine will tell.
So this recipe comes from my grandmother-in-law, Grandma Margaret.
Okay.
And she was Swedish. In their house, it had to be a dill pickle. Okay. And if it was a bread and butter or a sour or any kind of thing like that, it might mean that you were a communist and had to go back to Russia.
Right, okay.
All right, you put that lid on.
Okay.
And now the thing is, we would need this brine to cool down, and you could eat the pickles right away.
But the longer they sit in the fridge, the better.
What's happening?
I don't know. I'm not capable.
You're a pickle doc. You're not much of a jarman.
No, I'm not a mason, if you will.
Do you want me to?
There, I got it.
There she is. Okay.
Oh, I was asking a question?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Wow. What is the difference between doing this and canning something?
So when you can something, you would actually take the whole jar now, you would put it into a pot of boiling water.
Right.
And you would simmer it, and it would create an actual true vacuum.
Okay.
And then this lid would pull down and it would be like sealed. Then you could put it into the cold storage.
Yeah. I was waiting for you to say true seal so I could make my seal noise.
Oh, okay. So once it was boiled, you would get not just this like screwed on lid, but a true seal.
There you go. Thank you.
Like that. The funny thing about this sandwich is like we're only going to need a couple of slices of baked ham.
I know, but you really brought the ham today.
It's the kind of thing that you would make after you you did your Easter ham, if that was like your, what you celebrated. But if you had a baked ham or roast ham around, ideally you would use that. So here, I'm gonna slice a few pieces of this. And the goal, this is a very important part of the sandwich, the goal is that I'm gonna make ham slices that approximate the shape and size of this sandwich.
Wow.
All right, so while I'm doing that...
You're basically a samurai.
I'm basically a samurai. And it's just because you want everything to just... A hammer-eye?
Cut that out. Cut that out of the film. Immediately.
Well, I'm going to slice a few pieces of ham, and while I'm doing that, I want you to cut some cheese.
Yeah. Okay.
What? Who's the guy in the cartoon who made the giant... Dogwood. Yeah.
Dagwood.
Dagwood.
Forgot about that. Wow.
I feel like those sandwiches had a name.
When I moved to New York and there wasn't comics in the Times, I was like, oh, what kind of a newspaper is this?
I think that's a perfect amount of pickles.
Thank you.
And then let's just cut the cheese, shall we?
All right.
Now, we're each going to get to make a friendly.
Okay.
Okay, so we have the exact same setup.
Oh, okay.
This is what's going to happen. We're going to start with a little butter. We're going to get one slice of bread going.
Okay.
Then we're going to build the sandwich in the pan.
Okay.
Okay? I'm going to take a pad of butter. That's about, I don't know, a teaspoon or so. Okay, so once this butter has melted and is just starting to get foamy, one piece of bread over to one side, okay?
Oh.
And make room because we're going to put ham on the other side. The idea here is that we're browning up our ham and kind of toasting that first piece of the bread at the same time.
I'm ready.
This ham is never going to get turned over, so we're going to start building the sandwich on top of the ham.
Okay.
So go in with your cheddar. Cheddar makes it better.
I'm about to go in with this cheddar.
A few slices in rough. Everybody's staying in formation. So while we're waiting, let's mustard the inside of the top piece.
Okay.
Okay. Little moutarde.
Are you using French's mustard?
I am using French's. This is true to the recipe. It would have always been French's.
Okay.
Dijon, again,
No.
sent back to Russia. Some nice sizzling happening. Important. We're not making a cubano.
Right.
We're making a friendly. So
Yeah.
the toastiness under there is like in a golden brown department,
Right.
not a super
Crispy.
hard griddled.
Yeah.
All right, now we just have to be patient. I know it's hard for both of us.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
because I have a giant nose. I'm much more sensitive to food smells than the average bear.
We just need a little bit of softening to happen on our cheddar. I have a little bit of melting happening on the side of my cheese.
Same.
Oh, so do you.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we want to do now, let's put our pickles on. Plank those pickles.
Okay.
And I like to think that maybe Grandma Margaret would tell some family stories while everybody was waiting for the cheese to melt. So now, with your spatula, you're going to lift this whole ham situation and right onto this piece of bread.
Whole hog.
Whole hog.
Right onto the piece of bread.
Right.
Pickles up.
Pickles up. Always. Always pickles up. And now this piece of bread is going to go mustard side in.
Thank you for that. Nothing like a sandwich topped with mustard.
I think it's easier to butter the bread
Yeah, I think so
than
too.
it is to add more butter to the pan.
Yeah.
Wall to wall. Make sure no dry spots. You were doing a beautiful job on that butter. Gently, doctor.
Yes.
Spatula. Under. This butter side needs to go down. Okay?
It's about to go down.
Ooh, yours looks nice.
Thanks.
Really toasty.
I am, after all, an expert.
How do you feel about potato chips?
I feel very strongly about them.
I feel strongly too. This was Grandma Margaret's brand of choice.
Right.
So we're just keeping it very authentic today.
Okay.
I love a Lay's.
Yeah.
Saltiest thing in the world.
Well, then lay away.
I'm just getting my pickle landing pad ready.
Pickle landing pad.
Yep. That's that. And while we're waiting, what's your guys' Morocco Andy? I know we've had this fight a lot in the kitchen. Lay's, pro or con?
Whoosh.
So he says no. You're making a face also. Yeah, that's what I love about them. Never? Did you say never? Wow.
Too thin. Something with more texture.
I
Not
just-
dark enough. They're so pale.
Oh my god, I
what-
disagree with everything you
They
just
stick
said.
them out.
What chips do you like?
Like Cape Cod.
Cape Cod are good too.
You know, like that crunch.
I think Lay's is a different thing. You can like HBO
Yeah.
and like CW at
Yeah.
the same time.
I feel like we've arrived. In our family, when you want to get the attention of the rest of the people in the family, you
Yeah.
do the family call.
Yeah.
And it
Which-
goes,
And
and then they know to
God.
come running for the sandwich.
I don't know why
No?
I'm so irritated by that.
All right, and now, last but not least,
Yes.
we're cutting this in half.
Okay.
But if you had to guess, if you were going to cut it straight across or on a diagonal, what does your instinct tell you?
Definitely on a diagonal because it's
you said
aesthetically
that.
pleasing. My sister told me to start in the center
Oh, smart.
and don't press saw.
Oh, that's a woman who
Look at
sliced a
this.
sandwich or two in her
Yeah,
time.
and a couple people.
I feel really positive about my sandwich. I
Yay.
feel a little more positive about your sandwich than mine.
Well, I mean, mine is pretty on the outside. Let's find out what she's like on the inside.
I want to say beginner's luck, but I just think you're a talent.
My goodness, thank you.
Mm.
I'm really happy right now.
I'm gonna eat this whole thing. thanks for coming back and sharing family recipes.
Oh, I had a really good time.
I needed an expert. I wasn't going to get through that by myself.
Oh yeah, I know. I contributed so much expertise. I've loved this so much, and we cannot wait to come back and build our mutual women's lifestyle brands.
Can't wait
together.
to have you. It's called Pickle Positive.
Yeah! Deal with it. All right.
Cut. Sound cuts, camera cuts.
I heard that you actually go around town requesting pickles in your sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
Is this true?
No, a family secret. We like a sandwich that is peanut butter, mayonnaise,
Yes.
and pickles.
Ooh.
And that's it. And it
Terrible.
sounds disgusting.
I don't
But we'll make it next time.
I don't mean to yuck your yum.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds pretty terrible.
And that phrase is actually my yuck.